and welcome along. Today we are once again going big on Estancia Lapacho, and we got our Imperator 3 back here at the yard because we have two jobs to do today. So our field, let's bring the map up. Field 6 is absolutely full of weeds. So the first thing we need to do today is we're going to go and spray that with our sprayer, and then over here we've got our Python, and we're going to hook that up to our culti plow later because... Oh, actually, we have got a plow. So we're going to hook it up to our plow later because we have a mission down on field 13 that needs doing. That 13 needs plowing. So we're going to go do that after that. We also need to do, as you can probably see, our combine is sitting here in the workshop. So we're going to get that repaired in a bit because both the combine and the header are a little low on their repair levels. So let's jump into this first and get this started. So up we go. Starter up. Inside and away we go. So yeah, I think we got... I think it's soybeans we've got in here at the moment. Yeah, it is. It's soybeans we've got in our field at the moment. So we've got to get these sprayed. We want to get as good a crop off these as we can. As I said, we are massively low on cash at the moment. If we don't sort this soon, we are going to find ourselves in a position where we're just gonna, well, we've just run out of money and we just can't do anything. We need... We've got a lot more width than that on our sprayer. So let's get that sorted. We'll bring up our map because we want... Oh, actually, we weren't too far over. We want to get this sprayed and we want to make sure we are at 180 degrees for that. There we go. Close enough. So start our sprayer up and away we go because we have lots and lots of herbicide in here. So we should have enough to do this field. And once we've done this, as I said, we're going to go and do a plowing mission, which should bring us in a fair amount of cash for a plowing mission, which was always good, always great. We also have lined up, which we're going to do next time. We have a grass mission. It's a silage mission, so we're going to get that done. But it's yeah, we should make good progress today. And be in a position where we're going to be able to do stuff soon. Looks like field 7 is ready to be harvested as well. So there's plenty around here that we can be doing and can be working on. And earning ourselves money working on. So we'll continue through that. I'm going to continue on this and we'll get this field knocked out fairly quickly. And then we'll go and get some ploughing done down on field 13. About halfway through the field so far, and one of the beautiful things about this sprayer and the width of it is the fact that we actually do get through this field pretty quickly, which makes me all the happier because this sprayer, as I recall now, is rented, is leased. So that's why we've jumped from being about 400,000 in debt to being 4,000 in debt. Which is not great, which is not wonderful, but yeah, we will make the money back from this harvest eventually. It does mean though that the money that we make on our two missions, we're not going to have quite as much as we might have hoped early on. But hey ho, that is the way it goes. That is the thing of farming. Right, let's reverse this up and turn. You know, you don't always make as much as you would hope, and it's always quite tight, in my experience. But we're making great strides through this field. So, yeah, we're going to continue. We're going to get done. We've only used about 17% of our herbicide, going quite a way through this field, actually. Going through halfway through this field. So, we're easily going to have plenty left over. We do have some herbicide still down at the shop. So, what I'm probably going to do after this and off camera is go and collect that up so that we got all the herbicide back down at the farm. But for now, let's continue on with this and get the rest of this sprayed, and then we can get on with doing a bit of ploughing. Right, so we're coming to the end of the field now, and yeah, used 30% of our tank, which is absolutely perfect. Really, really pleased with that. That is now folding up, which is brilliant. We'll head back to the farm with this, and yeah, so there we go. We have got our field properly weeded. We now need to go and get a little bit more money from doing a ploughing mission, which will be should work out perfectly for us. We should easily make enough money back for what we've used renting that, leasing this for the hour or so. I have noticed we are getting very close to the top of the hour again, so we're probably going to end up paying another 4,000-ish. For using this, which is quite an expensive piece of kit to be using. So really we want to raise enough to buy this outright at some point. For now though, we're going to just get this in the shed, which is not going to be easy with the visibility behind this. Although the combine is much worse. We have a rough idea of where we are with this at the very least. We don't have to get to our sunflower header anytime soon. Right, there we go. So we'll jump out of this. Like so. And we're going to hook up to this. Now, I could use the culti plough for this, or I could use the actual plough. I think we're going to use the actual plough. I've not used it on the back of our Python yet. Well, I did for was it on the back of this? I think I might have used it on the back of this for a very short period. But field 13 should be pretty good for us with this. This is absolutely up to the task with this on the back. Actually, this tractor would be up to the really big ploughing game. But this one will do us well. This one will work quite well for us. I'm not sure if you can use the culti plough on a ploughing mission, whether it would have issues with that. But it should certainly work for this. Now we're just going to check. We'll put this on cruise control for a minute. Which should be much faster on that fork. There we go. And let's have a look at this mission. So the ploughing mission is 7,000. It is field 13. It is quite a big field. It's 12.6 acres. And it's down by what would normally be the main farm on this map. We, of course, have built our farm a little bit away from it. Now, one of the things we are going to have to do over the next few bits, and the reason why I'm dealing with this first is because we need money more than anything, is we need to expand our farm. We're coming to the sugarcane. I want to get the sugarcane harvested. But yeah, we really kind of need to expand our farm a bit as well. And easiest way for us to do that is for us to use some of the land that we've bought, but we're not actually using at the moment. Right, so I want to unfold my plough. Wheels into the field. which is how they should be. Yeah, in fact, I don't think we've ever used this on this expand our plough out, which it is. Drop it down. And away we go. Now, we may have the create field still on it. That's a distinct possibility. Yeah, this is now pulling into the right place. There we go. We may have the create fields on this. Let's just double check that. No, we don't have allow create fields, so that's fine. And this is not an overly wide plough, but it will do this job absolutely perfectly for us, especially on this tractor. This tractor will do this job with this really, really well. Turn the plough. If I can remember. Oops. There we go. Turn the plough. Bring it round. Wait. Because this will turn quite sharply, this. And then we line up like so. Okay. There we go. Turn the plough. Reverse up a little bit so we get the end. Drop down. And away we go. There we go. So, one thing I did learn the last time I was using this is that this is a plough where you sit outside of your outside of the thing, and it actually has a slight overlap there, as you can see. But that works fine. That works absolutely perfectly. So, I'm going to get on with this. This is pulling this really well. I'm really pleased that our Python is up to this job, which, considering it's got 600 horsepower, I was never really in any doubt of. And yeah, we'll continue on with this mission, this contract, get it done, and come back to you when we're a bit further through the field, I think. So, yeah, see you in a bit. We're just over 10% through the field at this point. This is slow going, this mission, this contract. It really is. The width of the plough is not very wide, and yeah, it just keeps going on and on and on. So I'm not sure that we will complete it in today's video. However, one thing that is cropping up to me is there was a question that was asked in my Discord a little while ago. And if you want to join the Discord, the link is in the description. Basically, the question that cropped up was, is it worth using leased equipment to do contracts? Which brought up an interest, which to me is an interesting point. Because leased equipment in general tends to cost more than it would for a contract, to actually lease just a piece of kit for a contract. With good reason, because the kit that you have for a contract you can only use with that contract. However, that tends to mean that leased equipment isn't usable in a contract, and I think this is a great contract for demonstrating that. So we are 10% of the way through. In game, we've been going about an hour and a half in game time, and our plough here that we have, it costs 1,200 an hour to lease. So if we're only 10% of the way through, and this is going to take several hours of work in game at 5 times, you can see why it becomes very it actually becomes really inefficient to use leased stuff for contracts. To the point where I'm looking at this contract and I'm looking at how much this contract is going to cost us. And I'm going, I'm not sure this is worth it. It is, yeah, it is going to cost us almost as much, I think, to do this contract as it is, as we're going to get from it. We're only going to get about 7,000 from it. So, you know, it only needs it to be about 7 hours work in-game. And from what we've seen, from what we're experiencing at the moment, that's very, very possible. And suddenly this mission, or this contract, just does not become worth the money. Because the leasing of our plow is more, or the same as, how much it's costing us to do the actual contract. So I thought that was an interesting thing to bring up here. It's something that that was being debated a bit, as I said in my Discord. Let me know what you think. I think it could vary depending on what the mission is, or the contract is. For example, a spraying contract, with the width of some of those sprayers, I think you're going to get the contract done a lot quicker. You're going to be able to at 5 times reap the benefit a lot more. But yeah, certainly plowing contracts, I think if you're doing it at anything other than 1 times, you're going to find yourself in a bit of a sticky situation with how much you earn from it. We're about to see, because it's about to tick over to 11 AM in game. It hasn't actually charged us any extra money yet, which is interesting. So I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it hasn't. So that's interesting. I wonder if it's that much money if you use it, or whether it's a real-time hour as opposed to an in-game hour. That would be interesting as well. If it's a real-time hour rather than in-game hour, wow, that does not hold true anymore. But certainly we've not been charged more money for using our plow at the moment, so that's good. That's actually pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. If that's the case. But I think let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'm not sure at this point. That has confused me to not see that extra bit, to not see that extra money to go out. It may turn up that it flips at some point. But I'm gonna get a little bit more of this done. As I said, I don't think we're gonna get it all done in this. And in fact, if we do have a case here where it's not going to cost us that much, we may get a hired worker to finish this job. But yeah, let's continue on, and I think I will wrap it up in a little bit. Maybe when we get a little bit further through the field, and we'll see how we're doing. So catch up with you in a bit. At this point, we are about 25% of the way through the contract. We have ticked over to another hour. So, the theory that I had, that it was in-game time that the leasing costs were for, seems it's not. We've not been charged for 2 hours worth now. So, absolutely, I think that it is by the hour that you get charged. By the real-time hour that you get charged, which is great, wonderful for this. Obviously, there is still a fair whack to go on this contract. Still a lot of it to do, but it should still come out profitable for us. In fact, I think it'll come out profitable even if we hire a worker for it, because we're 25% of the way through, and it's not proving to be all that expensive, all that time consuming, which would be great. But really, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this at this point. We'll get this finished probably off camera or in the background during the next episode. We'll see how we go. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.